Hello, my friends. Today, let's have an honest conversation about something that holds most of us back: doubt. It's that quiet voice inside, the one that whispers you're not good enough or that you can't have what you truly want. But what if I told you that this doubt is nothing more than an illusion, a barrier you've unknowingly created in your mind? You don't have to live like that. The truth is, everything you desire is already within reach. The only thing stopping you is the story you're telling yourself. Are you saying, "I can't do this," or "I'm not ready"? If so, let me tell you, you're far more capable than you believe. Your life is a reflection of your inner world, and if that inner world is full of doubt, hesitation, or fear, then your outer world will mirror it. But the moment you decide to rewrite that inner script, everything changes. Think about this: every successful person you admire has faced doubt. They've stood in the same place where you might be right now, questioning whether they have what it takes. The difference is, they made a choice. They didn't wait for the doubt to disappear, they acted in spite of it. This is what separates those who succeed from those who don't. Success isn't about never doubting yourself, it's about moving forward even when you do. Now, let's talk about what it means to go after what you really want. This isn't just about chasing goals or checking boxes on some list. It's about aligning yourself with the vision of the life you truly want to live. To do that, you have to start with clarity. What do you really want? Not what others expect of you, not what society says you should aim for. What do you want? Be honest with yourself, because only you know the answer. Once you have that clarity, the next step is to act as though you already have it. This might sound strange, but it's one of the most powerful things you can do. If you want to be successful, start carrying yourself as a successful person would. Speak, think, and act from a place of already having achieved your desires. When you do this, you're aligning your energy with the outcome you want, and the universe has no choice but to respond. But here's where many people trip up: they hesitate. They say, "What if I fail?" Let me ask you this: what if you succeed? Too often, we focus on what could go wrong instead of what could go right. When you dwell on failure, you invite it into your reality. When you focus on success, you open the door for it to enter. You get to choose what you give power to, your fear or your faith. It's also important to understand that doubt often comes from overthinking. You analyze every possibility, every potential outcome, and before you know it, you've talked yourself out of taking action. Here's a simple truth: clarity comes from movement, not from standing still. You don't have to have it all figured out to take the first step. Start where you are, use what you have, and do what you can. The path will reveal itself as you move forward. Let me remind you of something fundamental: you are the creator of your own reality. Whatever you hold in your mind with conviction will manifest in your life. If you see yourself as someone who can't achieve their goals, that's exactly what you'll experience. But if you see yourself as unstoppable, as capable and worthy of all you desire, then nothing can stand in your way. And don't underestimate the power of persistence. The life you want won't always come easily or quickly, but that doesn't mean it's not meant for you. Every setback is a lesson, every challenge an opportunity to grow. The question is not whether you'll face obstacles, but how you'll respond to them. Will you let them define you, or will you use them as stepping stones to greater things? Sometimes, people ask, how do I deal with the fear of failure? The answer is simple: redefine failure. It's not the opposite of success, it's part of the process. Every failure carries a lesson, and every lesson brings you closer to your goal. If you shift your perspective, you'll see that failure is not something to fear, it's something to think of. You must also guard your mind against negativity. Be mindful of the voices you allow into your life, whether they come from others or from within. Surround yourself with people who uplift you, who remind you of your potential, and who encourage you to dream bigger. And if those voices aren't there, then become that voice for yourself. Speak to yourself with kindness, with belief, with the unwavering conviction that you are capable of achieving anything you set your mind to. let's talk about action. It's not enough to want something, you have to act on it. Wishing and hoping will only take you so far. The real magic happens when you back those desires with consistent, determined effort. This doesn't mean you have to take massive leaps every day, even small steps can lead to incredible results over time. The key is to stay consistent and never lose sight of why you started. When you doubt yourself, it's easy to lose sight of the most fundamental truth: you're equipped with everything you need to succeed. You don't need to become someone else, acquire some unattainable skill, or wait for a moment of external validation. The power lies within you, but it can only manifest when you allow it to. Often, self-doubt comes from comparing yourself to others, believing their successes diminish your own worth. This couldn't be further from the truth. Life is not a competition but a canvas for your unique expression. Your path, your vision, and your capabilities are yours alone. No one can replicate the energy and perspective you bring to the table. What often holds us back isn't a lack of resources or talent but the way we interpret challenges. Instead of seeing obstacles as barriers, look at them as invitations to grow. Challenges are not there to defeat you but to strengthen you. They act as refining tools, carving out your most resilient, creative, and courageous self. So, the next time you face resistance, ask yourself, what is this moment teaching me? How can I rise above it? And most importantly, how will I use this experience to propel myself forward? You also need to develop a profound trust in the process of creation. This trust doesn't mean sitting idle or waiting for things to happen, it means aligning your actions with your goals, confident that they will yield the results you desire. It's about cultivating a mindset that believes every effort counts, no matter how small. Even when progress feels invisible, the momentum you're building is real. The seeds you plant today will become the harvest you reap tomorrow, but only if you nurture them with faith and consistent effort. Another critical step is to focus on your inner dialogue. What are you saying to yourself in quiet moments? Are your words filled with encouragement, or are they laced with criticism? Pay attention to the stories you tell yourself about your worth and potential. Your inner voice is the loudest one you'll hear, and it shapes the way you interact with the world. Change that narrative if it isn't serving you. Speak to yourself with the same kindness and encouragement you'd offer to someone you love. Don't shy away from celebrating small victories. Too often, we wait for monumental achievements to feel accomplished, overlooking the power of acknowledging progress along the way. Each step forward, no matter how seemingly insignificant, is proof of your capability. Celebrate these moments as evidence that you're moving closer to the life you want. And trust the timing of your life. What you want might not show up exactly when or how you expect it to, but that doesn't mean it's not coming. Sometimes, delays happen because you need to grow into the person who can handle what you're asking for. Trust that the universe is working behind the scenes, aligning everything in your favor. Your job is to stay focused, keep moving forward, and never give up. So today, make a decision. Stop doubting yourself. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. Stop telling yourself the same old story of why you can't have what you want. Rewrite that story. Start seeing yourself as someone who is capable, worthy, and ready. Because you are. And the moment you truly believe that, everything will change. Let's bring this to a close with some thoughts that could change everything for you. You're not here to live small, to let fear and doubt dictate your choices, or to settle for less than what you know in your heart is possible. Life is not waiting for you to feel ready, it's waiting for you to show up as you are and take the steps only you can take. If you've made it this far, it's because something in you is ready to let go of the hesitation and step boldly into what you've always desired. This isn't about anyone else's opinion or approval, it's about what feels right for you. You're capable of achieving more than you can imagine, and your belief in yourself is the key to unlocking that potential. Now, before you leave, I encourage you to take one small action today that aligns with what you want most. It doesn't have to be perfect or grand, it just has to be real. Let that action be the start of something extraordinary. If this message resonated with you, I invite you to take a moment to support this work. First, if you found value in what you've heard, please hit the like button. It's a small action that makes a big difference. Second, if you want to hear more conversations like this, subscribe to this channel. It's the best way to stay connected.